So, this is the follow-up to my Gaydes review. I told everybody in that video if you watched it. If not, it's in the channel, and I'll try to link it down below if I remember. Or put a tag. I don't know how to do this yet. But I fixed a lot of the problems I had with the Nerf rival Gaydes, and I gave it a bitchin' paint job. Looks pretty good. Let's just do a quick zoom on that. So all of these paints are Rust-Oleum. I had them lying around, and I've been using them for projects, and it's a Rust-Oleum clear coat. And I got so many questions, like when I first posted this online. How did you make that fade? I took a spray can, sprayed a big line, did that for all the colors, and then I pulled away really far and did light sprays to get the nice fade. And the fades are actually very, very nice. There's blue, purple, green, red to orange to light green to white. So, and then I kept all these pieces black. The stock, like this big piece is stock here. I had to paint this, all the rails on all the orange are stock. Because I don't like painting those pieces. They gunk up your performance, and these are tough to paint because the plastic, this would take a while to sand, and I don't like sanding at all. So, and then the top, I did a light black fade because I was being stupid and got some overspray on it, which I don't even know. I was painting this back part and got overspray. So I just decided to make the whole thing almost translucent black, kind of like workers' mags. And the good thing about this is when I'm warring with it, I can see where the balls are because all these little slots right here are still open. So you can see the balls, but your enemies can't. So that's really nice. And the pump grip is a lot more comfortable now. I took this off of a Adventure Force Titanium, and I used the pump rail for that. This is hard. Pump rail for that, and then the grip. So, and then the original mech is slotted in there, and it's together. So, you know, the clear coat's not holding up the best. I probably should have used a 2K clear, but I've warred with this a couple times actually, so that's the main reason too. It's been through a lot of pumps. And I'm beginning to believe I put it together wrong because I always have it jam on me because this is supposed to be another notch forward in the gear train. I think I just put the gear train together wrong. Anyway, so it's still a Nerf rival Gaydes, so it can hold 60 rounds up top, and then you can shoulder it. Now, the shouldering is a lot easier because this is a Firefly stock. I took the back end of a Firefly, cut it off, flipped it upside down, put it on here. And I'm not denying it. This isn't my cleanest integration. I mean, it's a stock integration. How clean do you want it to be? But the stock is very narrow, so this is just a bead of epoxy sculpt. But, I mean, it's very nice and sanded still. You can barely tell. I didn't bother bondoing, or what is it called? Sculpting it, which means, what is it called? I didn't bother using this stuff. This is Bondo Glazed Putty. And you do that. I do it after my epoxy sculpt on my big projects. That's how I get all the little scratches out. But I didn't bother with this because it was, you know, a few day build and I just wanted to get it done. But it still looks very nice, you know, and it's very sturdy. I can't rip it off. It's very comfortable. It makes the stock a lot longer and makes it lower, so I can actually shoulder it like I wanted to in the video. Like I was complaining about that it was up here or down here. It's one or the other. The stock ergonomics on this are very bad except for the handle, and I didn't change anything about that. Took out the priming indicator. I took out a few of the locks, and I think that's where I started getting mixed up with this. Like, this is jammed right now, but let me unjam it. There we go. So I can prime it. Everything still rotates. Fire. It's just when I put it forward, if I don't push it forward, it's already jammed up again. I just need to disassemble and redo the gear train. But yeah, I took this to a war, and then after the war, I took it home and started having some problems with it. So it actually has gone through a war, and it performed pretty well. And, I mean, I'm not going to do a shooting demo. It's a stock rival Gaydes. I did it in my review. So, yeah, it's stock, but it still performs well. It's rival. But yeah, so on the inside, this thing is stock. I didn't see the upgrade, like the need to upgrade, since this pump grip is about half the size it was. At least the internals of it were, so I don't want to stress out the internals more by putting a bigger spring. And this thing's already kind of inaccurate. The Gaydes is, like, so the Artemis has the same problem. So I just decided to leave it with the stock spring, and it still gets pretty good ranges and decent groupings. And there's 60 rounds. If you can't hit someone with 60 rounds, you don't deserve to play. So I just decided to keep it stock internals, but deck the whole thing out on the outside. So yeah, it's one of my more just cosmetic mods compared to a upgrade. I usually do upgrades before cosmetic mods, or both at the same time. But this was purely just cosmetic. And a little bit of functionality, because these two things were the main thing that I hated about the Gaydes, and I was very excited for it, and I got a little bit disappointed, but you know me. If I see something wrong with it, I'm just going to cut it in half and then put something else on it. It's usually what I do. So that is my overview of the Nerf rival Gaydes, as I'm calling it. No offense to anybody, it's just a funny name in my opinion. So yeah, I'm actually interested in doing this paint job on other blasters in the future. It's a very nice one in my opinion. I do like the contrast of the black and the rainbow. It looks very nice in my opinion, but I mean, quick and little, this mod took me about a week. It's not that hard. You just have to cut, there's a little priming indicator or a little priming bar in here. Cut that so this matches up to it, the pieces on the inside of this grip. And then I added the rail. I've seen people use deploy pump grips on this. I've seen people just cut the normal grip off and shove a Rampage grip on there. I've seen people shove rough cut grips on there. I've seen people do a lot of stuff, but this is the one I did, and this is the one I think looks very nice. So I'm trying to keep it in frame too. It's very big. Gaydes is a big blaster, so if you guys like this and like me actually making videos, and especially the new format, I talked about this in the last one, but you know, I'm going to keep doing them for now until someone tells me to stop. So if you like all that, please like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to be trying to keep videos out. So yeah. Have a great day. That's my worst outro ever.